Come on. So I'm gonna watch TK pull. Are you ready to pull? Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna watch, see what I see here, and then maybe give him a little bit of pointers.
It might be on now, yeah. I feel it here now. Chris, you ever burn with me?
Come on.
Oh yeah, you don't have one right now. I was telling them about it.
All right, nice. Strong as shit. Guys, the front of the day is very strong. The only thing I would say, one, is when I look at his feet, okay, first off in his sit-up, he's got like a shoulder width setup, which works for some people, but not all people. So the first thing I would say as a coach is in his setup, I can see his knees are already knocked in a little bit, and his toes are straight forward. So what I'd probably have him do is bring his feet under his hips and actually drive his toes a little bit out, a couple degrees. And when we're in that setup, knees hugging the elbow, staying really tight, because pretty much what I'm seeing from him is he's using all lower back. Pull up your shorts a little bit. Look at the size of those things. Look at that. We got a tattoo and it's a frog. No, I'm just kidding. He's a frog man. No, but you get what I'm saying is we want to initiate the leg drive more. Yeah. And then you still reuse all back, you know, whole posterior chain, but I don't think he's using the quads nearly as much as he should be, which could easily add 50 to 100 pounds to his deadlift.
Yeah, because that's the one thing I never really knew was the stance.
Yeah.
Because I've tried sumo a couple times and the typical meathead work, conventional is the best way.
Yeah, so it all depends on your body type, honestly.
Yeah.
But I would say just based off you, if your knees are coming in, there's no way we can utilize like, if you were trying to squat, would your knees come in on a squat? You'd be more beneficial with your knees point outward a little bit, right? To use your quads. Same thing with the deadlift. So why don't you try, we'll do one rep here. So I'll kind of get your feet a little bit closer, good, toes slightly out. It's gonna feel weird, you know what I mean? Like it's just like him trying to give me cues. I'm gonna be like, no, because I'm resisting it, but I think long term it's gonna be better. So, good. Good, now drive your knees into your elbows. Okay, now tighten your back for me. Bring your butt up a little bit. Now pull the bar in, good. Pull from there, big breath. Good, down. Nice, cool. If you're good for one more, we'll do one more. Stay tight, hips up a little bit. Bring the bar in. Good, knees out, drive up. Good, nice, down. You guys leg press here, right? Yeah. Think of this floor as a leg press, as you're pressing away.
That's why I always heard Eddie Hall. He would always say, when you're deadlifting, imagine your leg pressing and just pushing the floor away from it.
Exactly, and that's what I want you to think about when you're doing this. Automatically, I see your legs are turning on more. Like I said, it's gonna be weird.
It felt better too.
Yeah, that's good. And the thing is too, is your hips were low, so you're almost in a clean type of deadlift, where the biggest change for me is I used to always pull like a clean. But getting my hips a little bit higher, okay, we're really using the legs.
That's why I stayed away from deadlifts for so long, because I had a lot of lower back issues. I was at the chiropractor 3 times a month just getting adjusted.
And I would speculate that if you were deadlifting like that all the time, your lower back would be really fatigued.
Yeah.
So that's been, I'm just saying this because I have all the same issues. I either deadlift just my lower back, never initiated with my legs, like I'm gonna squat 700 pounds, there's gonna be some strength in that if I can convert it to my deadlift. Right. Same with you. Yeah. So we wanna get as much muscle recruitment possible, full body, to get the best neurological response in the movement. So that's what I'm just seeing with you. So just work on your stance and your setup, knees out a little bit, staying really tight, pressing away with the floor. But don't lose your back doing it. Like everything's gotta be full go on it, but just be more mindful of the leg drive.
How do you get, like, I mean, I love like that, you know, just hearing off the floor. How do you think about it now with if he's pulling 600, right?
Yeah.
And that bar's coming forward, how will you keep it tight to the knee and tight past the knee?
Well, the biggest thing is going to be your setup, but keeping your lats tight. So I always look at it like a triangle. So if we look from the side, right, we have this triangle here.
Yeah.
Now the further we get rounded forward and away from our body, the bigger the triangle is going to get. So as I tighten my lats down the whole time and I'm driving it up, okay, we're keeping that close triangle. So for example, if you were to go for a max lift today, and the bar came out a little bit, you're gonna get stuck right here. No matter how strong you are, you're not gonna be able to close the gap. So I would just drop it. When you drop it, pay more attention to, you know, it's a little weird, but if I were to go tickle him, okay, probably wouldn't like that. So he's gonna resist. That's what I do to all my athletes. That's why I have a lawsuit going on right now. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. But we're gonna keep those armpits really tight down, okay, in that setup and just driving hard, keeping contact with your body and the bar the whole time. Not so much that your shins are gonna bleed. That means you're maybe doing a little bit too much. But as we're coming up, you know, you should kind of feel a little bit of rub there.
I always heard keep the bar tight. And I always thought bleeding shins are cool when you keep the bar tight.
Yeah, dude, yeah. But the other thing too, just the last thing I'll add to your deadlift is, so now that we brought your stance in, bring your grip in. Because in a deadlift, unlike the clean, right, you kind of, the wider you get, the better shorter range motion. But in a deadlift, we don't want a longer pull, right? So we want to be tighter so that your lockout's going to be here. Now it's not going to be out here. So just something to be mindful of. So I'll keep checking back in with him, see how his deadlift's looking. Come on. Keep your air. Come on. Good. Good job. How'd it feel?
Felt good.
Yeah, it looked good. So I want to watch you take a breath. Take a big breath. Let it out. Do it again. No, you're a chest breather. Down. Okay. When you breathe, I want you to push so hard against this first, and then I want to see your chest rise. Now push. Squeeze so hard. This belt should feel like it's going to blow off your body, essentially. That's why I want you bracing when you're. But breathing bracing is one of the biggest tips I've ever gotten for deadlift, because I was doing it wrong. I was bringing it to fight or flight in a deadlift. It wants to get it done as fast as possible. So your body, just your response is like lean back, ramp up, which will work in strongman. That's cool. When I see my athletes do it at the gym, it irritates the hell out of me because it doesn't look good. Right. And like, I don't like the way it looks. I'd rather you pull a clean deadlift. You're gonna feel better about it. I'll feel better about it. Competition, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. The main thing that I've always learned is just that you're not being patient enough to finish the lift. Okay. So as you start feeling your body wants to do that, just stay in the same position. Push away, squeeze your ass, because that's going to meet the hips to the bar.
Yeah, that'll help that extension.
Exactly, yeah. Okay. Once you lean back, you kind of can just do the same thing, but you're just doing it fast and it looks sloppy.
That's like where you're at, right? What he was just doing. Yeah. Instead of using your ass more.
Yeah.
The thing is, your ass is, he's single leg squatted fucking like 455 for triple, so his ass is strong.
No, I think he's crazy strong.
It's just
exactly.
coordinating everything.
But like my thing is with strongman is my Achilles heel is my deadlift. It's always been, I didn't actually even deadlift the last couple of years. Okay. Like I just never thought I needed to. And strongman, you can't be a strongman and have a bad deadlift. Right. Bottom line. Like I can outwork a lot of dudes, but when it comes to deadlift, I missed first, second place in the world or in nationals for my organization because of one rep on deadlift. Okay. So it's a big component of strongman. So I've been trying to like really figure out the deadlift. So my biggest things to help me, increasing the frequency. I deadlift 2 or 3 days a week, different variations of the deadlift, depending on wherever I'm weak or whatever I'm coming up to a comp or whatever like that. But you know, just kind of dialing in that good bar path and getting stronger in all those weak positions. And keeping it as simple as possible and the range of motion as short as possible. So, you know, widening your legs, your grip's gonna get wider, it's gonna make a longer pull. If we can get them in closer, hands closer, shorter pull, you know, initiate the leg drive, and I think you'll be easily pulling.
I think that's why I never did too.
Come on. Push away, come on! Good. Nice shot, how'd it feel?
Felt good. I can tell I'm getting up there though.
Let's go. Focus. All right. Slack out first. Come on. Come on. Let's go, man. Take it out. Use your legs. Go, 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 go. Nice. Much better. Much better. Hell yeah.
Dude, that's what it is.
Haha. Yeah.
Come on. Oh, let's go.
Ooh! Yeah.
Holy fuck!
Come on! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Tension out! All day! Come on! Alright, so we've been working with DK a little bit on this deadlift. Right now he's going for a 20-pound PR around 670, which is beast. But we're really trying to get him to initiate that leg drive. Keeping his back really tight and closing that triangle. So he's going to attack it right now. Let's get after it. down there where there's a deficit, please. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I'm wearing shoes
All
and
right,
stuff.
so what did you pull, okay, on your deadlift, and then what were some of the things that you think helped? Just in, like, I mean, just a couple things that increased it.
I pulled 305,
Yeah.
305 kilos today, which is
671.
Yeah,
71. 20-pound PR. Last time I deadlifted heavy was 2 years ago. And right off the bat, the first cue he gave me was narrowing my stance, pointing my toes out to engage my legs more. And even though that was on a heavier set, I felt the heavier set right off the bat felt a hell of a lot easier.
And did you feel like when you weren't doing that, it's putting a lot of pressure in your back?
A lot of pressure on the back, yeah.
So I think that's a common thing. It's just a lot of people talk about they're getting back pain. I think it's just fatigue from having the wrong position whenever they're doing their pulls, and that's something I used to do all the time. But I think if you're moving forward and you're just working on that stance with more and more volume over time, I could see him pulling 700-800 pounds, no lie, in the next year for sure. But hell yeah, fucking beast over here.
700-800.
So, yeah, I'm dead serious. I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah. So had a great time. A little training vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you guys check out DK is on Instagram. Okay, DK50, right?
DK50.
And then we got Dane. All his plugs have been in there. And then right now, what are we supposed to do?
Smash and buys. Let's go.
Buys and
I want to
tries.
go like a 10-minute. We got a 10-minute time slot, and we've got to get as maybe 3 to 4 exercises, as many reps as possible. Trying to get the pump.
I'm a little scared, but I brought a muscle shirt just for this. Let's go.